Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago, Jason Myers, will get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set! Block 80! Easy, easy.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80.
Check 53. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Jack 16.
Check 15. Check.
Now Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now on second and 16, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Johnson was the intended receiver. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there, and just went.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Mostert, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Like 80.
Check 53. Let's go, deep tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Check.
DC.
Tighten up. Jim. Kill.
Now you won.
Turn it up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Alert.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Solid. 5 down.
Let's go. We got this. Check.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Finding Green complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back 80.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. He's got Green. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
50 goes tonight. 180.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3.
Hey, shell.
Whip.
On first down, Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Value 3. Go, 12, go.
At the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 22.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go, Z. Let's go. Check three, check three.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They run with Hines, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 39, Roethlisberger into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, Hines. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hines. They find some open field here. Pass it, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 42-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Right back to him on 1st down. The 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing it to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Easy. Rush in. 61, matchbox right.
Turn it up. Kill, turn it up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Danny. Under 10. And 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, switch gears. Check safety.
Now it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
20.
From the 39, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
180.
Come on, let's go. 58, right over there.
Play action. It's gone. Able to find Switzer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They go play action here on first down. And he coughed it up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. They run again with Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Roethlisberger. Open here, Adam Thielen. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Adam Thielen, 88 yards, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Goff now looking to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, echo.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
I got you. Wide motion.
Goff going to throw it. Flush to his right. And a late score here in this one. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Easy.
53.
Hey, Charlie.
53's mine. Check.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We own them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy